Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, beloved Akim, that is pushing his word in sincerity and truth with humiliation all across the four winds. To you, I salute. This is the brother Zai one back to another lesson. All right, and I want to get into a brief lesson, because I was watching the Elder Monatazak video. Druski marks the Hebrew Israelites. Druski marks the Hebrew Israelite. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a little portion of it, okay, off the video he did, right?
That's right. I know you don't be happy about that heat thing. That's right. That heat thing coming out. That's right. You may be ginger, but you are not black. You may be not black. Black people don't be happy about that heat thing. That's right. That heat thing coming out. That's right.
See, our people, they would ridicule us, have us in derision. But the rod of the Lord is coming. All right, because you had an entertainer did this before, right? Check this out. This was years before I came, couple years before I came in. Check this out. This Mike Epps and Ricky Harris. All right, the end result for Ricky Harris, the Lord, judged him right after that. Check this out. He mocked the Israelites too. Watch this, right?
The brothers are here. That's right. Look at you, bitch. You're looking for something to eat. You always eat.
Our people love to denounce their heritage, all right? But you boldly, that same Druski dude, you flicking hoverboard this have on this makeup, which I'm going to show you in the next video.
Yeah, I know you right here. They're going to be talking about you. Greetings, brothers and sisters.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, with the mic? Right on good? No.
That's Mike Epps and Ricky Harris. All right, they mocked the Hebrew Israelites. And you see what happened to Ricky Harris. You could continue to watch this video. All right, later. In your own time. But they mock. You see, they dress up. To ridicule the prophets. All right, the Israelites, right? But our people want to do with the Esau, right? Check this out. Right? That's the same Cohen Druski. He happy to envy the oppressor, but you will denounce your heritage. You scoff at the Israelites. Okay? That's an example of a Cohen, and that's why these niggas can be destroyed in these last days. All right, they can be destroyed. Okay, let's get Second Chronicles 36. I think it's 36 and 15 to 16. It says, and the Lord, in all caps, that Lord power, the Lord in all caps is Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God. The Lord power of their father sent to them by his messages, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. Because the same way in this time, the prophets still out there. The prophets represents mercy. The Lord having compassion, his prophets still out there. But it's going to come a time where the Lord is going to withdraw his men from off the streets, and only judgment is coming. But watch this. But they mock the messengers of God. All right, they did this back then, and they doing it today. They mock the messengers of God and despise his words and misuse his prophets until the wrath of the Lord rose up against his people there, until there was no remedy. So great judgment is coming at this time. All right, great judgment. Okay, they mock the messengers. All right, Jake always did this, but they basically exalt Esau. All right, damn coons. All right, that's why the scriptures say this, man. Let's get Proverbs chapter 1. Let me start at verse 20, but the point of verse 22. It says, wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the street, she cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gate. In the city she uttered her words, saying, because that's where you can find wisdom, not in these hallowed houses. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? How long you stay being fucking stupid, Druski? All right. A lot of our people also, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. He's a scorner. All right. When you look up the words, delight. Scorning, bragging, mocking. You see that? Mocking. All right, that's what he doing. Mocking. It says, make mounts out to talk arrogantly to the bride. That's what he doing. The scoff at act as a scorner. He acting as a scorner. Show himself oneself as a mocker. That's what he doing. Right? And he delight in that. Watch this, right? Look up the light. He desire to take pleasure in. He taking pleasure in that for views and all kind of shit. But hey, remember what happened to Ricky Harris? Judgment come right after. Judgment. So you could keep it up, Druski. All right. That's why when things happen to our people, we can't pray for them to delight in anything. He delight in this shit. All right. He taking pleasure in doing what he doing. All right. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you. I'll make known my words unto you. But Jake don't want that. Jake doesn't want that. Jake want to continue to be fucking stupid and simple. All right? Jake don't want that. All right? And that's why the Lord is going to destroy a lot of these wicked niggas. Let's get another precept. All right? So you could continue to scoff, Druski. The Lord's judgment is coming. This Proverbs 19 and 29. Judgment are prepared for scorners, and strife for the back of fools. That's what is coming. Judgment is prepared for wicked niggas like him. All right. Okay. Judgment. The NLT. Punishment is made for mockers. You see that? And the back of fools are made to be beaten. You see that? Punishment made for mockers. Because that's coming. All right. Okay. So you can continue to mock the prophets, but just remember judgment coming. All right. Let's get another precept. 2 Peter chapter 3 and 3. Let me read this in the NLT. I can read it in the NLT. Slovakia. The NLT. It says 2 Peter 3 and 3 in the NLT. Most importantly, I want to remind you that in the last days, scoffers will come, mocking the truth and follow their own desires. See that? And that's what we seeing now. Mocking the truth. All right. People like that denounce their heritage. But you see, he happy to look like a coon and dress like his oppressors. Be like his oppressors. You know? it says they will say, what happened to the promise that Jesus is coming again? You know, like you use that word, Yahweh Shai is coming again. All right, that's these people, unbelief. From before the times of our ancestors, everything has remained the same since the world was created. All right, so people saying, oh, the Lord, y'all saying the Lord is coming from that time. All right, okay, but scoffers, that this being the last of the last days. All right, Jake wise to do evil, to do good. Jake don't have no knowledge. Or like the scriptures say, they wise to do evil, but to do good, they don't have no knowledge. All right, and that's why niggas like him, he's gonna get judged. He's gonna get judged in these last days, boy. The Most High is gonna take a lot of these wicked niggas out. All right, so you can continue to mock the prophets. You know, niggas like them is coons, boy. Continue to mock the Prophets Druski. Just remember that judgment is coming. All right, see what happened to this Ricky Harris Jake, right? Misplay a little more. Salakia.
All good? No mic? No mic? Yeah.
Right? Let's see what happened to Salakia, right? Salakia. Give me a minute. I put Salakia, man. You see that? Ricky Harris dies at 54. Right after he do all that scoffing, the Most I take him out. All right, so F these wicked niggas, you know, in these last days, F them. All right, Mike Epps apologized 8 years ago to the Hebrew Israelites for his and the Ricky Harris acting. All right, judgment on these wicked niggas, boy. So niggas like him, like Druski.
Yes, shalom to the hopefully leg.
The Most High is gonna judge you wicked niggas. Well, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Rakakadash. Yeah, man, shalom.